I wanted to first let you all know before you listen to the following testimony that I was absolutely flattered that my husband wanted to have a son by me after we've raised our children. Most of the men will be running for the hills after raising children and having their time to themselves and not worrying about all this, but somehow in his brain, in his heart, or whatever else in his body that he felt like he wanted to do this. He wanted to have a son by me. So just listen to my testimony next. Thank you for listening. Greetings, all nations. I'm here today to witness to you of me having an Abraham and Sarah type of miracle. I, had children by my husband, and now that they are grown, he wanted me to have more children, even though I'm older. And I personally didn't or don't want any more children. But I think about how women, they get to have children all the time without asking their husbands. They are together in the husband and wifely way, and then they can have a child without asking their husband, can they do it? Because their bodies are the one that will produce it, that will produce the child. And so when I thought about that, and then I told my husband, that we could try. So we went to, my doctor, him and I sat in the doctor's office and talked about it. And our doctor didn't think it was a good idea for more reasons than one. So we, went home and decided to figure out a way that we could do this anyway, even without our doctor's blessing. Even though we were trying to have a kid, it was not happening. And so, because I'm a praying woman, I say, well, I'll talk to God. And I did think about Sarah and Abraham when I prayed to God about, even though I'm not 90 years old like Sarah, was when she had a baby, I still know that God creates those kind of miracles where people don't believe that, they can do something like that, but it happens anyway. And so I prayed for a time. And then I had a dream one night. And when I tell y'all about me having a dream, just don't listen to it like had a dream. Listen to it in depthly. I had a dream. Well, God sent me a dream. He sent me a dream. So in the dream, basically, I was having an x-ray of my stomach or something into that aspect. And so from there, the woman in the dream told me, you're going to have a baby in 4 months. I woke up just happy and, I told my husband about it, but I did not tell my older children about it or anybody else. I said they would probably think I was really going off or crazy or because I have, all kinds of dreams and things that happen to me. So, and people don't believe it's going to happen until they do. And that's, you have to have faith. And I have very strong faith that God is going to do what I asked him to do or answer in some kind of way if it's not going to happen. Either way, he's going to answer that. Okay. And then, all right, so I'm walking around, of course, I, took a test and everything after a certain period of time. I took a test and was expecting something to pop up in this belly of mine. Okay. I know it had been about 4 months and I'm thinking to myself, okay, 4 months has passed and the dream said I'm going to have a baby in 4 months. I'm going to, of course the baby's not going to come out in 4 months, but when they said have a baby, I'm expecting to be pregnant in 4 months, right? I get a phone call from somebody that's pretty close to me and tell me, hey, what you doing? I say, oh, just, whatever I was doing, watching TV or cooking, whatever I was doing at that time. I just remember the person telling me, guess what? I said, what? Pregnancy was not on my radar for that person. It was on the radar for me. So when they said, guess what? And I sat there and paused, kept doing what I was doing. I'm pregnant. My eyes opened up really wide and I knew that was the miracle that God was sending us. And the baby that person had is similar to a son to us. And we treat it as such. And so when I tell you guys that God answers miracles and he still answers miracles, that don't think that he's not going to answer because the doctor is saying it's not going to happen. Or in your mind, you thinking God can, make any kind of miracle happen that he wants to happen. All you got to do is trust and believe it is so. I invite all who are listening to be saved before Jesus Christ comes in like a flood. When you see him, it will be too late. Pray with me. Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. I believe you died on the cross and was raised for me. Please come into my heart and save my soul. Amen. For those of you who hear this and still don't believe, pray anyway and ask God to come into your heart and work with you.